For 20 years, the American Heart Association has deemed the first Friday of February Go Red for Women Day. Tonight, the organization is hosting an event to highlight women's heart health and educate others on what signs to look for. KELOLAND's Julia Lynn brings us a closer look as volunteers prepare for one of the biggest events of the year.
Tiffany Muchler, a co-chair for this year's Go Red for Women event, says the reason she volunteers hits close to home.
So my family has a history of really terrible hearts. My dad has had open heart surgery. All of my grandparents have had heart issues. My grandma suffered from strokes. So it's a very near and dear thing to my heart, and I want to kind of stop the stigma and rebuild our family history.
Chrissy Meyer with the American Heart Association says this year's event features survivors and their stories.
I think what makes this year's event special is because as the 20th anniversary, we're highlighting the stories of 20 survivors, including one very special woman who had a cardiac arrest at home, and her husband performed CPR on her, and she's going to share her story.
Heart disease continues to be the #1 killer in the U.S., and Meyer says symptoms are much more subtle in women.
Things like fatigue or indigestion, jaw pain, back pain, neck pain, those kinds of things. And what we always say is, what woman doesn't wake up in the morning with heartburn, tired, fatigued, all of those things, right?
They expect over 300 guests and want to echo the idea of putting your health first.
They're busy taking care of partners and children and sometimes parents and friends and everyone else in their life. And they need to take the time to put their own heart health first.
In Sioux Falls, Julia Lynn, KELOLAND News.
The event is sold out tonight. However, you can still participate in the online auction. The proceeds will go toward woman-focused research. You can find that link in this story on KELOLAND.com.